Greetings and welcome everybody here to you know what time it is. It is Wednesday, so this is Say What Wednesday, of course. And it's so good to have everybody here. But as you always and will forever know, these episodes are brought to you by Nickel Wise. Nickel Wise is in the building. Yes, Nickel Wise is actually here. So yes, we're gonna get it going. And a party wouldn't be a party without the pimp. That's the space pimp that is.
Hey.
Still didn't get his wig right, but we're gonna make that right in just a few moments. So just bear with us. And we got some nookie in the building too. We'll talk about that a little bit. But for the time being, let's go. Yo, yo. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? It's going to be an excellent discussion tonight. I'm so happy to have you guys here on Say What Wednesday. You know what time it is. So good to have you guys here. I know you're rearing from a couple of different and unusual announcements this week. Maybe unusual for some, but it's great for me. I asked and I shall receive. So I'm definitely happy about that. So we'll talk about those things. Also, we got a sneak peek at a figure that I know everybody is excited about. So we'll dive into that. And also, we got some information that the friendly neighborhood, my man from Harlem is actually dropping this week. So we'll actually see how that pops off. So again, so glad to have everybody here, man, but it wouldn't be nothing without an amazing panel that we actually have here tonight. And I can't do it alone without these people. So what is going on with everybody in the building? How y'all doing?
Hey.
What's up?
How y'all doing, man?
We're good.
Straight up,
Doing
we got the nookie. Hold up.
What's
Can I do
happening,
it,
man?
Will? I just forgot.
Is it Will?
I definitely forgot, Will.
Oh shit!
What'd you do, Will?
It's what I
forgot,
didn't.
Will.
What you
ready,
didn't do?
Will?
Oh,
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. You
ready?
got this?
Let's
You
go.
ready?
All right. So first up,
Let's go.
we got in the building. My man, Six Scale Mafia, is in the building. The man is all about the nookie. He does it all for the nookie.
Mhm.
Now, if the Mandalorian Huntress is in the building, I want you to know that he's on his best behavior. But when he's off, it's all about the nookie. All about the nookie. My man, Six Scale Mafia, is in the building. Anthony, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. It's
So
good to be here,
good,
brother.
so good. Glad to have you here.
Mhm.
Next up, we got my man, El Profesoro Mario, the man who got me addicted to churros so much that I had my fill. Like straight up, I know my trainer's upset with me because of this guy. He is El Profesoro, aka the Churro King. Man, how you doing?
Churro King, you say. Doing
Yes.
good, man. You know, happy Wednesday, man. Happy to be here. And yeah, let's go.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Next up, we got none other than my cousin Cam. Cousin Cam is in the building. Yeah, hold on, my cousin Cam is in the building. Cam,
We
how you
out
doing?
here. What's going
We
on,
out here. What's
everybody?
going on?
This
You good? I'm so
afternoon.
glad you out here this afternoon, man. What's going on with you, man?
What's good, old bro? Thank you for having me, man. Always.
Yeah, so glad to have Killer Cam in the building. Killer Cam. And next up, we got none other than, the Space Pimp. I can't even say Space Pimp. We got to say Space Pimp. That's what it's called. The Space Pimp is in the building all day, every day. So good to have you here, brother. Always and forever, man.
Thank
What's going on? Good day for you today, brother?
Absolutely. Likewise, brother. Real
Yes,
good.
good.
We got some good releases and everything to talk about.
Hell yeah,
Let's get it,
We're
brother.
going to
Let's
actually
get
talk about those. Let's get it. And last but not least, you know who we got in the building, Mr. Foxy Feet himself, the man with the flute that everybody loves, and he got the baby beard. He is on his way. My man, Mr. Will Foxification in the building. Will, so good to have you here, and you are playing your fruit.
Perfect timing. Look at this.
Perfect timing. Let's go, and we are out.
Let's go, baby.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. See, this is what we do on here, man. We have to come with the introductions. It has to be spicy. We can't forget about it, man, just because. We can't forget about it. We got to always bring it in. So we bring that for you guys out there, for your entertainment. So, yes, let me address the chat real quick before we actually dive in. We got Charlie the Unicorn in the building. Mike Fiella's out there. We got the Thor is in the building. Thank you for being here. We got Leighton Riches in the building. So good to have you, man. We got Joe in the building. Thank you for being here. El Profesoro's out there flirting with the crowd. We got Docinator in the building. We got Mike Fiella. We got my man, Raleigh Reviews. Man, get better, Raleigh, man. I hope you're feeling good, man. He said he's been sick, so I hope he's getting better. We got Two Ferns in the building. Who else we got? We got Mir Naz. We got Amir. I can never pronounce his last name, but we just got Amir. You know what it is, man. You're going to teach me how to say that last name. We got Six Scale Nookie Mafia is out in the building as well. Hey. We got Cruz. Philip the Fool is out there as well. We got my man, Malika Mabane is in the building. Hitboo 127 is out there. Great panel. Thank you for that, my man. We got Simon in the building. ODB t-shirt. You know what time it is. The Wu-Tang all day, every day. What else we got, man? We got Tobar. We got Shelved Scenes in the building. Thank you for being here. Renz Talentino, as always. S Beam. We got my baby Latoya T's in the building. Thank you for being here, baby. We got Two Ferns. Who else we got here? DT Artman. AJ Agrusa is in the building. Who else we got? Brandon Salad in this building. Every time I say that name, look at Brandon Salad, man. Look at it, bro. He don't look smooth. Like he looks super smooth, man. Look at this dude. Brandon Salad looks smooth, man. I like that. I like the lighting on that photo, bro. See how I see the movement you be making, Brandon. Let me see. As we got Universal Keys in the building as always. My cousin Cam's out there too. You know, Cam's out there doing this stuff. We got Community Awards as well. We got CT603. JB Noble is in the building. We got let's see here. Who else we got? Pure Stewage is out there. Angel is in the building. Who else we got? Man, FBJ is out there. FBJ all day is in the building. We got Cody Franklin. We got Feezy Figures is in the building. We got Sroll 1988 is actually in the building. Thank you for being here. Blitz is in the building. Charlie the Unicorn. Ryan R is out there. We got, let's see who else we got. We got KG Charlemagne, my man, Mr. 10%. Charlie the Unicorn, man. Thanks everybody for basically being here, man. It's going to be a great, amazing discussion tonight. And you know what? Before we, you know what? I'm just going to start with. We have to start with this one, man, because everything else is going to be a different discussion. But we got to start with this one. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't wait. This is an announcement that I know everybody's basically been waiting for. I know I have. So we got to start with this one, guys. I'm sorry, we're just going to jump right in on the deep end on this piece because from a galaxy far, you know, so far away right now, we finally got a reveal of this guy, somewhat of a reveal, a sneak peek. Yes. Who knows when we'll see him? I'm hoping it'll be soon, maybe sometime this week. I don't know, but man, finally. But I have some reserves about this. So you show us a reveal of this particular figure, one that we know that we've been waiting for a long time. But God Vanth, bro, what's up? Like, why come we can't get any type of love for that figure that you've actually shown at different showcases? You showed it at the, Star Wars Celebration. It was shown during Sideshow's Con, and we still didn't get that. But yet we're getting another reveal, and this is an important reveal. Don't get me wrong. This is one that pretty much everybody's been waiting for. But yeah, like, why not? Why are we not getting the one that, pretty much a lot of people are waiting for as well and would be a great companion piece to this? I don't know why. Brother cousin. I'll let you go first, man. What you think about this, bro? Were you excited about this, man, when we got the news?
Bro, I lost my shit when I saw this. When I just that, I was like, oh my God, finally it's happening. And I'm really excited about it. It looks, I mean, just that little silhouette right there looks good. You know what it is. You know that face sculpt is going to be awesome. I believe we're going to we haven't heard anything about it yet, but I can imagine that they'll give us like some different like mouth plates or something like that to change up the expression a little bit. I just can't wait. And I was just glad that we were getting some Book of Boba Fett figures because I mean, for a minute I was like, what's going on? Are we going to get this guy? Are we going to get Black Chrysanthemum? And seeing this and all that gives me hope now that they just didn't abandon that line because I know it wasn't Book of Boba Fett wasn't that well received, but I mean, we got some good, like a lot of stuff that was in Book of Boba Fett, like the show or not, it was a lot of toyetic shit that was in it. So can we please get those figures? So seeing that, they know this is a big fan favorite. They know that people are going to be going crazy for this guy. I mean, come on, it's an alien space cowboy, just badass. So it's going to be cool. Everybody's going to be clamoring to get this. And when this does drop, when we get that, like that pre-order, I see this being like how Ahsoka was 2 years ago when it like broke Sideshow. I see that happening again. I know a lot of people aren't pre-ordering like that again because 2020 was like the year of pre-orders. But I think this right here is going to be that thing that people are going to jump back in and go like, look, they're going to be hitting that pre-order button. They just want to reserve it and get it.
It's seriously, it's like I'm gonna need this piece. Look at Riley, bro. Cat freaking BANE. I want percent and 2, bro.
Yes.
Definitely, bro. Now the first person I thought of, because I was like, yo, this man is pouring Indian tears right now because I know he's been waiting for this piece. 2 individuals, that is, but I'm gonna start with the one who's probably tearing up the most. El Profesoro, bro. How did you feel about this when you actually saw it, man? Did you cry that Indian tear? Did that Native American tear pour down those glasses, man?
Oh, no doubt, man. I had to clean my glasses like quite a few times after I saw this piece, man. This is exciting, man. I mean, as the Jay alluded to, I mean, we're finally, we're getting a little bit of love for the Book of Boba Fett, so it's great to see some of these characters actually come to fruition because there are some good characters that need to come out. But yeah, this particular one, I mean, there's been some killer statues that have been out there, man, and one in particular that caught my eye that's coming out recently. So I'm happy to see this one coming out in 6-scale form. I hope that we'll get some sort of extra head sculpt with like a toothpick or something like that. I think that would that'd be hella banger, man. But the details on this guy, man, I'm really looking forward to the pre-order drop. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna day one pre-order it, man, but I mean just to know that it's finally like official,
knowing that it's coming,
man. Exactly, man. So can't wait for it, man.
Definitely, man. Next up, my man, all for the Nookie, bro. All for the Nookie. I could just feel you like I can't believe they dropped this, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Nah, it's dope, man. Like I knew it was gonna happen. It's just like we've been lagging forever, right? Because we're like, well, Hot Toys is so damn behind. But the great thing about Star Wars, I mean, I guess you could say the same about Marvel, but I don't think so. I think in Star Wars in particular, they could just always go back. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Once something's a character in Star Wars, they could just be like, here we go. Sorry for, better late than never. That's just how Star Wars has always been. So I wasn't sure, to be honest, right? Because I was like, Boba Fett wasn't well received, so maybe they're not gonna do it, but then here we go. So I mean, I'm stoked for it. I think as far as Cobb Vanth is concerned, dude, I think he's coming with a sculpt, and maybe that's what's taking a while, right?
Probably
because there's not a likeness here with Cad Bane to that degree, right? You know what I mean? So I think he'll be coming too. As far as Cad Bane, dude, this is pretty good. I'm hoping he has like swappable like face plates or something. Or mouthpieces, just give us some kind of variety. The only picture we have, as we all know, but it looks like it's a cloth trench coat. Like I zoomed in real close, and I was like, okay, it doesn't look pleather, so that's good. All right, so no, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Add another one to the to the onslaught, man. Jeez, man. Yeah, it's pretty badass though.
It's super badass. We got a couple super chats here real quick before I get to Foxification. We got the Thor. Sideshow told me to stop trying to pay off Cad. That's pretty funny. And then we got Carlos, of course, smart ass Carlos coming through. I can't wait for Reva. Yeah,
we know.
I knew that was actually coming. We know. Will,
what's up, dude?
Now, I mean, because we've talked about this, and we talked about this a few times. But I don't know, like, where you sit with this piece. Is there something that you're going to get? Or is it something that, you're going to play that wild card Willie and just be like, man, it's not for me. type of situation.
That's my card, dude. That's my ace in the hole. But dude, you know, layout. I'm getting this one. I'm getting this one, dude. Cad Bane, because like. You know, Book of Boba Fett was one of the more I mean, I guess everything Star Wars except Mandalorian is polarizing. It just, and original trilogy. Original trilogy and Mandalorian are the only two non-Star Wars things that are not polarizing. Everything else is pretty divisive, right? So, Book of Boba Fett was no exception, unfortunately. And the show kind of let me down a little bit. Like, there's some things I liked about it, which one of the main things is this character. Cad Bane was incredible. His introduction on screen was really badass, kind of mysterious. Like it had a very Western feel to it. Like Anthony or Mario said, like alien space cowboy, right? That's like how he is basically. Or brother cousin said that. Sorry, but like that's exactly how I view Cad Bane and just his character, man. His voice, his like physical demeanor, like his presence on screen. He just had an amazing presence. Like just in that introduction when he duels Cobb Vanth and just fucks him up immediately. Like that's a serious introduction on screen. So, and I know he's been in Clone Wars for a while. A lot of you guys already know him from that. And, he's a well-established character. But for me, he was brand new. This is the first time I was experiencing him. So I loved him, bro. I absolutely, was over the moon that Hot Toys announced this. I thought they might at some point, but I was getting a little bit nervous because it had been a while. But, I mean, they did the same thing. I mean, Classic Loki took forever. Loki and Sylvie took forever. Like, Kate Bishop took forever. They still haven't made Hawkeye yet. So... there's a lot of things they're backlogged on. And I think they recognize that Cad Bane is very popular in the community. And this is a figure that will get people excited. So Black Chrysanthemum's a pretty cool figure. But when you charge $315 or $325 for that, a lot of people are going to be like, I don't know. Like, I'm going to think about that. But if you charge $285 for Cad Bane, I think people are in on that. For one, he's super unique looking. He's a badass character. He's Star Wars, which is super hot right now. Like you can do no wrong really with Cad Bane. I think he's the type of figure that will very much pop on your shelf. He's like I said, he's too unique looking and he's just badass. So you could put him in a million different poses, especially if this coat is fabric, like Anthony was saying. So he's, it's going to be a lot of good things here with this figure. And this could be one that, is very hot for a good reason. I'm not going to pre-order it because I don't feel like I have to, but I'll just wait until release. But I think this is going to be a really, really good figure.
Definitely, man. By the way, Will, just wanted to let you know.
What's up, bro?
Got that I got that Taskmaster 179 ship, bro.
Did you use a reward or something?
Yeah, so I used some because I remember I got like a voucher back from a return, like a cancel order. Yeah. So they gave me a voucher and I used that 179 ship just on its way, bro. Can't wait.
Dude, that's because I was looking at that. I think I was talking to Optical about that. Like Tim Sen had to suspend the free shipping because Hong Kong Airmail was suspended. So he can't offer it. But he has Taskmaster for like $202 right now. So when shipping resumes, you're gonna get Taskmaster shipped for like $202. And she's gonna keep going down. So
oh yeah.
Like I'm just waiting. I think she's gonna hit like Chitauri levels.
Okay.
Well, Ali, I think it's a deep. I just have so much
I don't know.
ready.
Depends on
for
what part of the movie you're in. So,
right.
Definitely.
So
So last but not least.
Oh, Daddy Cam.
Cam. So we're talking about Cad Bane.
Bane.
Grace us with your knowledge.
Grace us. Or is this going to be something that I see you got the Ant-Man there, but is this going to be something that could possibly end up in your collection?
Shit. I'm probably not. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably not.
Come on, man.
It's like, I don't know, man. It's not. I haven't even gotten that far.
Disturbing.
I know it's bad, man. It's really bad. I'm weak. So I don't like just to reiterate what Mafia was saying though. Like the good part about Star Wars is that you can drop a figure. There is no like certain time, time frame between like movies or when something drops. If it's a good figure, it's a good figure, and it just lasts forever, which is good. And Marvel does not have that. So it's like this is a little small window where you drop the movie between the next project coming out, and if you don't drop it, then you kind of screwed, and it's going to go into purgatory, which is good that this is not one of those figures that we're going to see going into purgatory. So I'm happy for you Star Wars guys, man. Let's go.
Next time.
Can I piggyback off what Baby Beard said for just a second?
Baby Beard, you mean Cam?
Wait a minute. Hey.
No, I'm talking about Will, bro. No, Cam has the honored elder right now. You're still grooming. No, but Here's what I'm wondering though, man. As cool as this figure is, right? Will and I are kind of on the same level. Like I've seen him a bit, going through Clone Wars, but really, Cad Bane's like his introduction really to me is from Book of Boba Fett more so, right? And an episode later, he dies supposedly. But what I'm wondering is though, since they're showing it now and they've been really quick with teases to announcements, assume he gets announced like this week, next week, the next month, even at max, right? Yeah. He would drop approximately around the same time, like all the bark speeders are coming out. Then you know what I mean. So then I wonder, like, how many people are really going to? Is it that happens all the time in the community? Like, a bunch of cool shit drops at once, and then it's like, well, wait a minute, am I going to get this one and forego him, or is he going to be like super popular?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I mean, us will probably get all of it, but that's not everybody.
This is true. But I know, like I said, there's a movement for it right now, where this was probably one of the most talked about figures or characters from the Book of Boba. So
Agreed.
That's what they got going for it. But the problem is it's like one of those things you want to strike when it still is hot. You know what I mean? At that point, like you don't want to, wait, have one of those situations where you're just waiting for like the longest period. So even though, like I said, we know people will get it, is it one of those situations where it's just like the hype around it died down? I think the hype is going to be there for right now, but again, who knows? Who knows how that's actually going to end up? So,
well, especially if the Cobb Vanth drops.
Yeah,
right. Because that's going to facilitate one another.
Yeah, definitely is. Definitely it is, man. So wait a minute, before we basically move on really quick, we got one super chat. This is funny, and then I'm gonna bring in the man himself. But we got Bert with $2 super chat. I want myself snitching Bell O'Connor hot toys.
Oh my god,
that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's gonna be a different topic. We'll discuss that. But before we get moving on, I have another special guest that I'm gonna bring in here. My man. I mean, this guy needs no introduction. Mario, you know him, man. Like straight up, this guy.
Definitely, man.
The energy is there homies. For my man, my homie, my man. Pain is in the building. Hot girl summer pain.
What up, fellas?
Cam, you know what?
Let's go. Hey, that's my man with no chair. I said, let's go. I seen him. I said, hey, he is hype, bro.
Pain in the
no
building.
chair needed, bro.
Let's go.
What's going on with your pain?
What's up, Pain? What's happening, brother?
What up? Sorry I'm late, fellas. Sorry I'm late.
Apologies. Bro, you fashionably late, man. It's all what time.
Got the lights going on.
You got the lights going on.
Look at
Pain.
that.
I got my shit. I got my shit automated, baby.
Tell them what it is, Pain. So glad to have you here, man. So glad.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
I apologize. I don't know anything about hot toys. I apologize.
But no. Don't worry about hot toys, because I got a slate of questions for you when it comes to the statue world. So don't you even worry about it. I got you. We gonna get it going. Plus, Mario's excited that you're here because he's another statue man, dude. And plus Will's another statue guy in here.
That's
so
true.
we got a couple statue
That's
guys in here, bro. So you already know what time it is.
Represent.
Hell yeah, we gonna knock some of the hot toys out, some of like the releases and questions, but then we're gonna jump into that just in a minute. All right. So yeah, Payne is in the building. So glad to have him here. Now, this next thing up here, really quick, let me just knock this one down. Was another announcement, and this is what I think is a 52 fake out. I call this a 52 fake out for a reason, because this one right here, man, I'm like, wait a minute, what's changed? Like, what has changed? Because the head sculpt to me looks the same. It looks exactly like the one I already have.
It's the same.
It's the exact same.
The only thing that's different about this figure, I think the costume is a tad lighter. That's it. That's it. It's a little bit lighter. And the face is maybe a little bit pinker, but that's
He's not as swole as the original pictures we
saw.
They
took the abs away.
How you gonna take the abs away? That's why I got it.
The abs look, honestly, to me, it looked a little about the same, but it looks too much like the same figure. I mean, more power to the people that don't have a vision. You got it. You can get it now. You don't have to go to the secondary market. But this is the same one.
It's the same exact one.
And that one came with Mjolnir.
right?
So
Right. It's just that this one now, it looks like the head sculpt isn't as shiny as the original. It looks like it's a bit matted a little bit, not as whatever. Now, this could be just the pictures, though.
I think it's just the pictures, though. I really do. We need a comparison, man. Seriously.
We definitely do, bro. I was like, I saw this and I looked at, I'm like, yo, I already have a Vision. All I need is the white one. I don't need this one right here. For real. So there's nothing to really change. But those of you that might have missed out on the first interpretation, here you go. Like you can actually get this piece, but they took I don't know, and there's no here's the thing, and this is where they keep missing out on, bro. And I don't know if it's just basically because of the design or whatever. Is the light up feature for the Mind Stone, bro?
There you go.
Why?
There
Why
you
would
go.
you not give us that?
And it's easy to do because they could just have a magnetic head scope, pull it off, you hit the button at the
And there you go.
they do with the Iron Spider. They could do it, you know.
It's easy. Like I don't understand why
that'd
that's
be a
not
huge plus.
done.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah. But now let me ask you a question. Isn't the white Vision, I mean, doesn't that one actually come with a light up feature? The light up features? I think it does.
I think it does. But I know I know the eyes are interchangeable, but I'm not sure if the light up feature. Yeah, I think it's light up feature as well.
I think it does have a light up feature, I believe, but this one doesn't. So that's just puzzling. But at the same time, what have they changed?
You're right, Leo. It does light up. It's blue.
Yeah.
DS Icons in the chat mentioned that someone on Facebook actually posted a side by side, and I saw that same photo. The head sculpts are a little bit different. I think this one is a little bit not as elongated as the original one as far as the size of the head.
Okay.
He's got different paint apps in the gold. I think this is like a lighter shade of gold compared to the other one is more like deeper. The body is much more refined. I mean, you do have some stuff the abs are actually more sculpted in this one. It looks like it's actually padded within the suit itself.
Yeah.
But I think it's a slimmer buck, compared to the other one. But there are differences, but they're very subtle.
They're very subtle differences, which doesn't really require you to actually get a second one, to be quite honest.
No.
Like, is it really?
Yeah.
Because the focus.
For those that missed out on it, like you said, I mean, this is your chance to actually pick it up.
Yeah.
Yo, Vision be Darth Vader packing, man.
Yeah,
you play Battlefield
not like Robin.
Darth Vader's like, I got some oomph. That's that right there, bro.
There is some Vader packing there, brother. Straight up, like he got like he got a double layered cup going on.
Enhanced power.
Enhanced power. He need to give some of that to that what was it? The Batman, the Robin that actually comes with
Robin.
Yeah. Give him that cup, man. He needs it. Definitely. Yeah, he definitely needs it, man. But yeah, it's not a piece that I feel it. Now, Cam, are you getting this, bro?
Yeah, because I don't have a Vision. So for me, it's like, ta-da. But now I'm like, now that you guys are saying like, it looks almost exactly the same. I could just imagine myself being like a mad baby mother looking at it like, look at your ass looking like your damn daddy. You know what I'm saying? So look at your ass, make me sick looking the same and shit. So, but I mean, I'm getting it. I'm happy because I ain't got it before. So
you didn't have the original Vision yet.
No, I wasn't collecting at the time. So this kind of gives everybody an opportunity. If you didn't have it, I think the only thing you'd be missing is Thor's hammer.
Yeah, Milner
from the original. So so I'm excited.
Yeah. I had to look at it and I was like, do I really need it? And honestly, I don't, because there wasn't really the focus right now. I mean, because to be quite honest, this figure, it is sell, but I think there's going to be a huge difference between this one and the Vision that's going to be released. You know what I mean? Which is the white version. So there's going to be a huge difference. I think that one's going to be more in demand because it is a unique looking figure, different from this one. I don't know, but but again, for those who actually haven't gotten this version, I mean, it's a field day right now. It's going to be important, and I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be excited about it. Is anybody else in the panel getting this? Brother Cousins, you getting this, bro?
You know what? I'm thinking about it. While you guys, especially while Cam was talking, I have one already in my display and he's part of like the whole like end game. I'm working on a whole thing to make like the whole last battle at on Endgame. So I'm gonna keep him there.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking of getting this one and having the white one and having them fight each other. So
Yeah.
that would be a cool looking display. So I may, but I'm not. It's not going to be something I'm going to rush out and get. I'll probably wait for this to be discounted on sale on Sideshow like the rest of the Marvel figures, and then use that 10%.
Damn it! No.
Hey,
That's funny.
Rex was 15% off, so it's
There
everything.
you go. 10%.
It's true.
Hey,
That's good.
that 10% is still, if you got like one of the most, because especially I got 2 10% coupons from them, from just like figures that I got. So
Yeah, that happened to
again,
me. Yeah.
you know what I mean. So it's there. But I think that 10% coupon though is very selective on which ones you get though, because once you scan it, it gives you a list of figures that you can use that coupon.
And it has to be in stock too.
Yeah,
it can't be a pre-order.
Right.
Exactly.
Like a ships today type,
If it's actually out there, if it's in, then of course you can actually get your hand. I don't know. Anybody else? I know Mafia's not getting it.
You know what? I'm not, dude. I'm not. but I needed to preface that because I'm kind of in agreement with you. You know, there may be a white Vision in my future.
Yeah.
Maybe.
West Coast Adventures, boy.
Yeah, there's some comic things going on there. I'm not 100% certain yet, but it may bleed into what we're going to talk about a little bit later. And
there you go.
I don't know. Even though it still kind of looks like the actor. Yeah. But it's white Vision, so I don't. I don't know. I'm a little torn, man.
That one, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
That's the one I want the most.
Me too.
It looks sick, dude.
And the thing is, I have a Vision because I have the original version of it. It looks just as good. You know what I mean? So,
and I think this is great for people who don't have a Vision and want a Vision, right? Because that's all we had was Age of Ultron, and that's the only Vision out.
Yep.
So, like you guys said, go on secondary market, and this is going to be. I think this is a better Vision, right? Because it's 2022 body, engineering and all that good stuff. So, and you're not paying, you're paying retail. I don't remember how much he was, but like 280.
I know when I got mine, I paid like a little. I think it was like a little over 300, but that was back. That was like 2019, and it was out of stock then. Now I think you could probably get it. Even on the older one, you could probably, if you look hard enough, you'll probably be able to get it for like a little under 300. To be honest with you,
you may. But might as well go brand new.
Exactly. There you go.
At this point,
there you go. Yep.
Yeah. And now the decent part about it does come with that backdrop that it kind of has. It's like a curve. It's not just like a regular cardboard backdrop. I would never use it anyway. But it does come with one. But yeah, I mean, anybody who's going to get this version of Vision, it's good times for you, man. Well, I know you're passing on it, right?
Yeah, I had the Age of Ultron Vision at one point. I ended up selling it just because I was trimming down my Marvel collection. But this is a really good figure. I mean, if you are looking for a Vision and you need one, then this is a great opportunity for you. I think it was it 250? That was right? Because because it came with like literally no accessories.
Yeah.
So just a base and hands, and that's pretty much it. So if you want, I don't know if you need more than that for Vision anyway, unless you want the Mjolnir for a pose, Age of Ultron related. But other than that, I think it's a really good figure. I think you guys are right. It's very similar, just maybe like slightly different, like Mario was saying, just barely. So the body looks a little bit different. The head sculpt maybe just a little bit different in paint apps. But overall, it's a really nice figure, and for $250, that's pretty good nowadays. Which is how I felt about Moff Gideon layout since I got him in. So $250,
nice.
$250 nowadays is pretty good. I mean, we're starting at $285 for figures now. So
exactly.
So this was a good, a good time to get in on this figure. But yeah, if you need a Marvel Vision, he's a great option. But it's not going to be for me. I don't feel like Vision's essential to my display personally. But definitely. I do think for others he will be, because he's a pretty important Marvel character, and he's a cool looking one. But yeah, the Mind Stone should have lit up. I'm not sure why they still haven't done that.
They should have just.
If they did it with the White Vision, how can they not do it with this one? But
definitely. And you know what they should have did with this? What I thought would have been dope and kind of quirky, if they would have gave us this particular Vision with that casting chair and like a cardboard cutout of the RV behind him.
Yes,
that would have been so dope. Like I thought that would, because that would have been more of a draw instead of putting that backdrop. Because the backdrop, okay, cool, we already know that he's in Westview, so we don't really need that. But if you gave us that casting chair when he was sitting down having that conversation, yo, that was funny. That was probably one of the funniest episodes.
Funny.
If they would have gave us that would have been a bit quirky. I would have definitely liked that. So Payne, I'm not even gonna ask you no questions. You and Mario, I'm not. Wait, Payne.
It reminds me of the Iron Studios one that's coming out.
Yeah, is that the Iron Studios? Yeah.
But what's funny about the Iron Studios Vision, I just realized it's the same pose as Hush Superman but shittier. and the face sculpt on the I mean, first of all, it's Iron Studios, so their face sculpts are usually jack anyway, so whatever.
Hit and miss sometimes.
But no, I am not buying a hot toy. To answer your question.
That's why I was like, I'm not even gonna ask. It's not a question that I need to ask you at all. But here's the thing, I want to ask Mario, because consider, Mario, that you are getting or you're thinking about getting the Wanda, right?
Yeah.
So are you going to get a Vision, or you just want a Wanda and a Strange?
No, I think Wanda just by herself. I mean, just her character alone is unique enough. I don't feel like I need to pair her up with anything, because I feel like I can kind of put her off in, I guess, in some sort of like on the one-off island, you know. Yeah. In my opinion, where I feel like I don't need to have a companion piece for her at all. So. But the Multiverse of Madness one is the one for me, dude.
Got you, bro. All right. So one last thing before we kind of we move on, and because there were some things that kind of dropped last night that, you know, for those of us, and real quick before I actually go forward, because I got a super chat real quick. We got it from Alvin J. He says, I'm getting this. I was a big fan of West Coast Avengers. Yes, sir. Is there a big difference between this and the older? It's not a huge difference, but there's a it's a slight, there are differences, like they did point out with the with the make. It is a bit more fuller. It doesn't have like that giraffe look, because the original did have sort of like that look, depending on how you posed it. But again, I mean, you can see like it's more refined around his the neck area. So, I mean, there's not really a huge difference, Alvin. So again, even still, bro, you're going to have an amazing piece, an amazing companion piece to either the White Vision, if you're getting that one, or if you're getting just Wanda. So definitely it'll be a dope piece, man. So yeah, shout outs to your brother. It's going to be crazy. Real quick though, for comic fans, anybody who's basically I'm a diehard Alex Ross fan. Mafia, I know you are as well. Okay. This is where we basically sit. Cam, we talked about this as well. Brother Cousins, I seen your take on it. It was funny as hell. I mean, come on, y'all gotta watch, brother. It's funny. It was funny. Anyway, but still, it falls in my wheelhouse, because again, it's I asked for comic concepts and I received comic concepts. First, we got that reveal of the Iron Man stealth suit. Now, we do got the comic concept that just dropped recently that's already shipping in certain locations. But then they dropped this piece as a Hot Toys exclusive. Now, here's the thing. Let me just address this with everybody. I know the first thing that everybody's been talking about is the plastic piece. Okay, we know that. There's no getting around it. This is the decision that they decided to make. When I look at this, though, compared to the version that we just got as a release, because of the aesthetics, the colors, you can't even tell. Like literally, you could hardly tell. And I think that this would have been the perfect way to go with a figure such as this. The plastic pieces sort of complement this particular figure first. Now, I'm gonna start with you first, Cam, before I get the Mafia. Cam, what because when we were talking about it, is it something that you're definitely, because that, look at that right there, that's incredible. Is this something that you're thinking about getting, bro?
Yeah, it actually is. And as you know, I haven't dabbled outside of MCU, except for that In Heart Joker. But this one, I just think this is just so unique and so different. Just the sleekness of it and how they recreated the Model 7 of the Mark 1 is just so fire, I think, man. And I'm excited for the I guess we'll show that in a little bit of the War Machine version. So it's just a cool take, I think, and just something different. And like you said, it's I guess it's Hot Toy exclusives now. So it's like Marvel get exclusive, get our exclusive. I like it.
Give us some Marvel exclusives, man. I'm definitely excited about this piece, bro. I know. Here's the thing, and I know it's opinionated. A lot of people aren't really excited about it, but there is a space for those who do like, and are into like the comic concepts. This is straight up my alley, and I'm so excited about it. But I can understand the concerns when it comes to like certain choices in the pieces that they use. But I think the plastic pieces really complement this figure. So it is, something that's going to be hot. Mafia. I know this is another figure you were crying those Indian tears over, bro. Those Native American tears, man. What you think about this piece, bro?
Yeah, man. Tears of joy, dude. I don't know. I think this particular one out of the three, it really stands out.
It does.
It appears that the acrylic casing is blue tinted as well.
Yep.
So, the Iron Man is great, but it is a little off-putting, right? That's the major concern.
Yeah.
It's so clear that, you know, I'm a bit concerned, as I think we all are, about what's going to happen in a few years.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm trying to have faith in them, knowing that I forgot the company that specialized in this, that they collabed with, that I'm trying to put faith in that, like, they know what they're doing, that this is like going to last for like ever type situation. So as long as it's not getting subjected to like UV rays or anything like that, I think it's going to be okay. It's just hard for us to tell, right? Because at the same time, we get highways all the time and the pleather just withers and erodes and peels away and disintegrates. So I'm kind of like, well, hey guys, it's not like everything's always perfect. So with that said, dude, I think he looks sick, man. 375, I was like, okay, I was expecting in the 400 range, to be honest with you. So I mean, dude, I really want to get all three of these just because it's comic, and I'm hoping they continue that line. Of just comic origins is what it's looking like. It's saying it's origins and it says comic masterpiece, so it's its own line.
Hell yeah.
I'm with you on this
this
one. I'm
from
stoked.
Armor Wars. Do you guys read the comic book? The
yeah.
collection?
Well, at the very beginning, this was from 1981. I don't know if Armor Wars started then. Did it?
Okay.
It might have.
But okay, so this is a certain because in the Armor Wars, in the comic Armor Wars, it was a certain iteration of it wasn't this version of it, it was an updated version of this suit. So that's the difference. This is basically, again, the stealth version that we got, like Mafia was saying, an earlier version. But
like its first appearance of it.
Yeah, like its first official appearance in the classic version. Yeah, definitely. We got a $4.99 super chat by Alvin J. Is it bad that I'm getting the stealth suit just to break up the color scheme of all my other Iron Man figures? No, not bad at all. Like straight up. Like I think this is going to look great because of the color, because basically everything is tonal. It's not where it's you can blatantly tell that it's plastic. You know what I mean? And I think that's what kind of makes this a huge difference. Brother Cousins, I know this is something that you talked about. It just wasn't for you, but you admired the attempt.
Absolutely. I mean, I think it looks stunning. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Right now, it's kind of not my wheelhouse right now, but that's right now, because the next one we're about to talk about, I am so in for. So we'll see.
That's what I was getting to, because I know the Nookie man himself was excited about this, because I didn't think that they were going to release. I thought after the backlash we got on the Iron Man release and people didn't like that one. I love it, but people didn't like it. I didn't think that we were going to get this, but it looks like we are. So
it looks amazing.
That's people here too, and I think we're oftentimes closed in, right? Like the Asian market, this is huge. So some figures for us were like, oh, what the hell, and then we think, oh, no one's gonna get it. Well, maybe nobody here, but it'll just blow up. You know, even like some of us old heads who like Back to the Future, we'll get it because we like it. Majority of people not so much, but then it's super huge in Japan.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's justified. It's not just all about us.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting this. This is no brainer.
Hell yeah.
This right here, the classic version of this, and the simple fact that again, the plastic doesn't look bad on this one. No. Because of the simple fact that you have the grays that break it up and there's no focus on it with the armor, especially with the artillery. So
it kind of gives it a metallic type of finish, in my opinion, even with the stealth one. From what I looked at in certain lighting, it looked like metallic. It looked really nice. It just pops.
Yeah, and it's supposed to, because that's how Alex Ross's run was, exactly like this. It's just the way it's supposed to look. And I get the attempt that they were trying to make with the Iron Man that they released. But again, it was pushback, but I'm gonna make it do what it got to do because I love it and I can't wait to get it.
Can I ask a question about that? So, because when I did the stream earlier this week, it was people were popping in and out about it. So some of the pieces are removable and some aren't. Like,
correct.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. There's main pieces that cannot be removed, like obviously the chest. Parts of like the feet, but then there's some areas like on the back that when they showed the first
too.
Yeah, when they showed the first pictures a year and a half ago, you can see like on the big picture of all the accessories, you can see what parts come off.
Yeah.
Worst case, if you really wanted to, you could Dremel tool and just take all the plastic off.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be okay, man. I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be all right. Iron Man just looks a bit much.
Yeah.
In comparison to the other two.
The other two
look
fine.
Yeah. This one, you can definitely see there's a difference. And this one, it doesn't, aesthetically, this photo right here looks great. I'm not going front. Like this one does. But in certain photos, you can actually, this looks good too. I'm just so hype about the classic look. That's just the thing. Like this looks great. But there are certain pictures where it's like, I can tell. You know what I mean? Like right here, see that the chest piece, those you can swap out with the leg, but even with the boots, the feet, you can't take the plastic off of those.
With the red and everything, it starts to like some of those. It kind of looks like a gumball machine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it starts to.
Yeah,
a gumball machine.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you, even that Iron Man right here, I think has the best base that we've got for an Iron Man.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
In my opinion. Yeah. So I think that's.
Yeah, that's definitely.
If you're an Iron Man collector, it's like, dude.
And you see, they got the Hall of Armors in the back, so they wanted to kind of make the aesthetics, pretty decent. But I'm happy. I know there's a lot of people that aren't, and rightfully so, man. And that's what I love about the community is that everything is so subjective, and not everybody's going to get the same thing. And there's a space for everybody. We got Renee Gomez, $5 super chat. The more I say to myself, I'm going to start focusing on Star Wars, Hot Toys goes and drops these. Exactly, bro. That's the way it was, because it was funny because Figureastic Park, he hit me up. He was like, yeah, you see those Iron Man? That ass ain't leaving Marvel anytime soon. I was like, damn, you just going to call me out like that? Shout out to Figureastic Park. He already know what time it is. We got OG's fan with Star Wars was just Star Wars. The base will be $200 plus in the aftermarket. You're right. It probably will be. It definitely will be. But I'm getting these pieces, man. I cannot wait. I'm so excited about it. Will, I know like it's not something that you like, nah, man.
You got me, bro. You got me sized up, man.
You already know.
But I agree with mostly the consensus here. Like with Iron Man, it doesn't quite work as well, I feel like. When I look at it, I don't know anything about the comics, but when I do see these, I do think comic book. So if anything, I think that should tell you, even if it didn't say comic book on the title, you didn't introduce it that way, I'd be like, this looks like it belongs in a comic book. Yeah. So I think it looks like it's accurate to a comic book, but I trust you guys on that one. But the plastic clear pieces, they would bug me personally for this figure specifically. I just think they look, I don't know if they're accurate to the comics or not, but they look very out of place. It gives me a very toy vibe. It gives me like something like, obviously it looks better than that, but something you would get from like Target or something. That's kind of what it looks like. Obviously higher end, but like maybe a $50, $75 figure from Target, right? Like that's what I feel like this looks like. So I don't know. It looks cool, but the other new figures that they just announced, those I think work much better in terms of like how seamless the plastic looks.
Yeah.
It really blends in a lot more naturally. So for those, I think those look a lot cooler. I really like the War Machine one. I think that one's pretty cool. So for me, if I were going to get one, it'd probably be that one. But at $375, I feel like that's pretty good nowadays for a diecast figure.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not getting a ton of accessories with these, but the Mark 50 was like 415 or something like that. And then the battle damage 85 is what, like 430 something. So, you know, that comes with a lot more accessories, granted, but still 375 is pretty good for a diecast Iron Man nowadays.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty good, you know, and there's obviously a comic market out there of collectors. So, you know, it's got people excited. So I'm always happy for that. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I think the two new figures, the blue one really pops too.
Yeah.
That blue Iron Man, that really pops. That's going to be really cool on the shelf because that blue is just really going to stand out. So
I know
for me,
Cam's
it's a very easy pass for me, but I can see people getting excited about it. I do think it's one that is probably going to sit like every other Marvel figure right now. I just think everything is, period. Like
Everything
even if it's
right
hot
now,
or not. I think you can wait. I think you can wait and get this later, but maybe not. I don't know. It is exclusive, but what does that even mean to Hot Toys? So
just one per from Sideshow.
Right.
And I don't think other well, it's a Hot Toys exclusive actually, so I don't.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the retailers can't get it? Is it a Sideshow exclusive?
It'll be a Sideshow exclusive.
Is AKA pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm sure,
then,
but
like
Mario, do you think the Hong Kong retailers will get it? Because they always find a way, it seems like.
No, they'll definitely get it somehow.
Right.
Yeah, they'll get it.
Yeah. So
officially in the States, I think this is like
in the States,
Sideshow.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer for me. The thing is, because if you look at it, the one thing, you know, and again, plastic aside, the one thing I will say, the articulation is going to be much better with these figures, in my opinion. Just because it's a sleek, slimmer, you know, it's slimmer than what we would actually get from the MCU version. So the articulation on, especially if you want to pull off some incredible poses, I think it would be like pretty dope. So definitely excited about these.
So can I jump in as not a Hot Toy collector?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because so when I first saw the red one with the plastic that I guess people are complaining about.
Yeah.
So I have the Armor Wars collector trade paperback. You know, I still have that, and it's a really good run.
Yep.
When I first saw the red one with the plastic, I mean, I just saw it as, oh, this is how they drew all the Armor War series in the comic, like that reflection in like that glossiness. So they just, you know, transplant it into 3D and put the plastic on there to give it the same effect. So I mean, I don't have a problem with it. If I were into Hot Toys, only because like I love that Armor Wars run. Yeah, I would and the stealth suit one that I just saw, I was like, oh, this is totally, even though it's slightly different, but it just reminds me of that comic book run where where he had to go stealth suit to fly around the world to fight Crimson Dynamo or something, and he had to pare down all his weapons, and he only had one cloak and one repulsor or something like that. So I just thought it was cool.
Hell yeah. And that's the thing, is like what you're speaking of is exactly right. The run and what they're doing is, because you know we've been, you know, me and Anthony have been talking about this for a minute. It's a direct, you know, rehash of an Alex Ross cover, you know, in an Alex Ross version. And
that's what it feels like.
And that's basically where it is. I mean, so when people look at it, because even with this suit, when this suit was introduced, even in the books, Tony had like it was sort of like Anthony, quote me if I'm wrong, but it was sort of like a vibral shield around his armor at that point.
Yeah, kind of. And that's what gave it that kind of look to everything.
Exactly, with that plastic look. So that's how the interpretation was from comics. So I'm glad that they are marking this as Marvel, like a Marvel
comic masterpiece.
Marvel Comics masterpiece. So that kind of puts, you know, that in that particular realm where it's not associated with the MCU. So, and that's the thing, is I think that because we are so we're so prone, we're trained visually like to see just the MCU version, that when they kind of divert and do this, again, it's just like returning out and kind of separating the two. Okay, we know this is Marvel concept, we know this is basically the MCU version. So
well, it's because we know too, right, that it's supposed to look that way, but for the outsiders, the MCU fans, right? They're like, oh, what is all this?
Yeah.
You know, why is there plastic all over? You know, it's not. You know, they just which I get, but they're trying to stay true to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. And doesn't the red one? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, doesn't the red one come with the suitcase accessory? Because in the comics, that's how Tony Stark carries the armor in
exactly in a
gloves,
suitcase.
Gauntlet,
there you go.
Cod piece in a okay, there it is. So then shit, maybe I want this one.
It's kind of cool. Like, what if they keep going down this line though? We're not like Lael's saying, it's not MCU. You guys have to, and everybody needs to understand this is not MCU by any stretch. So I'm just saying the next release could be Crimson Dynamo.
Yeah.
You know, people will be like, well, what the hell is that? And be like, well, this
if they
is comic.
do that, I would lose my shit.
That's
I would definitely
saying.
lose my shit, bro, if they did that.
Right?
I would lose my shit if they do that, because that'd be incredible. As I told Mafia, plastic doesn't turn yellow on its own. It happens after long-term UV exposure. Some LEDs do give off UV. You know what? Sometimes Carlos be dropping some jewels. He don't just be about the trolling. Carlos comes through.
True.
You know,
Science,
come on,
right?
Captain Carlos be coming through every night.
Captain Carlos.
Captain Carlos be coming through. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, you know.
Wait, Lyle.
Yeah.
What if they drop Mandroid?
Ooh.
You gonna army build that?
Hell yeah.
You army build that with this armor war set?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that to me, bro.
I just saying.
Don't do that.
They can't go that crazy. What if they started making like AIM soldiers?
Well, if they drop Dynamo, then you know they can drop a Mandroid.
They can drop a Mandroid. If they did that,
and then you're army building.
Hell yeah, you army build. See, that's what I'm saying. When they devoted to comics, I'm all in. I cannot wait. See now,
comic Ultron or comic Vision, or
you got me thinking. You got me thinking now. you really got me thinking now. So now what we're gonna do is slightly, because we're gonna come back to 6 scale figures, but I want to kind of divert here because there's a question I want to ask our statue experts right now. There's a very important question that I need to ask our statue experts. So the statue experts that we have on the panel is none other than El Professor, Will Foxification, and my man that came to bring the pain, Hot Girl Summer, all day, every day. So here's my question. I'm gonna pose this to you first, Pain, because I said, you are the special guest, and I want to pose this question. What determines a great statue to you? Like when you're looking for a statue now, because you've been collecting statues now for a while. So when you're looking for a statue, what determines aesthetically a great statue? What do you look for first in a statue?
My answer is gonna be very different from everyone else.
Yeah.
Because remember, I'm a trained character animator, right? So I work in Autodesk Maya. So
nice.
You know, statues are really one frame of animation for me. So, you know, in Disney school, our number one training is you have to hit your poses, you have to hit your silhouettes. So when I look at a piece, I'm looking for line of action, I'm looking for silhouette, I'm looking for basically how much dynamic posing is in there. And then the last thing is just the wow factor, because statues, unlike figures, I mean, you know, these days, with whether you're going Prime 1, you're going customs or whatever, you're looking at like $1,500 a pop before shipping, more or less. If you go big, you know, if you're doing quarter scale, you're looking about a grand. So you kind of need to, it really needs to grab my attention. And like, you know, you said you saw Punchline, you were like floored. And that was like an insta buy. Bro. So that's the same thing. Bro. When you're spending that kind of money, it has to hit home, hit hard. But then I look for, you know, did the artist, did they do their rotation? You know, like the how are they opening the chest? What is the line of action? What is the pose? You know, how are you doing your x-axis and your y-axis and your z-axis? And then what is the final look? And then more specifically, you know, Hot Girl Summer, I like getting, you know, statues with boobs. So Boobs are a
No
plus.
shame, dude. No shame.
Boobs are no shame, no shame. I'm perfectly okay with it. I've gone to therapy. It's totally cool. It's okay. But no, and portrait. If you give me a really beautiful face, like that punchline, punchline looks like
oh my god,
Polly Perrette for me, the girl who plays Abby Shuto in NCIS. Like that portrait, like wha-bam, and they make the boobies all plus 30%. Then I'm making it rain, bitches. But yeah, that's my answer. It's very different.
Yeah, bro. You already know when they dropped that punchline and I saw it. Will,
yeah, man,
bro. Prime One had me at the word go when I saw that punchline. That punchline in that Joker, bro. Like it was a no brainer for me, bro. I was gone. Like I was literally.
Did you see
gone.
the Prime One tour, like in the headquarters, where you can see the punchline statue made, like sitting, like seeing it in person? Like that thing is dope, man. The way they crafted the hair, the really long hair in the back, you're gonna love that piece when you get it, man. Because even I'm double taking it, going shit. Maybe I need to just buy it.
Yeah, so. I think. Okay, so all right. Here's my thing. Here's my situation. Okay, so the statue that like right now, my most anticipated, and I think pretty much everybody who knows me right now and knows what I'm waiting on. Will, I think you already know. Is this beautiful piece right here? It's this beautiful piece right here that I cannot wait to get my hands on.
I got that too. I got it coming too.
Oh my god, bro.
Finally shipping.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, finally this month.
Yeah,
allegedly it'll get on container, so it'll be 3 or 4 months for us. But yeah, this right here, bro. I think Brother Cousins wants this secretly. He just ain't gonna say nothing, but
I really do.
Bro,
did you get the version with the swap out parts? Where you
yes, I did. Yes, I did because I got it through.
Change the head.
Yep, I got it through. Because I think what you had to do is when we ordered through Spec Fiction, you had to order at a certain time, and you got those swap out pieces, and that's when I ordered and got those swap out pieces. Yeah.
Nice.
This is nice, but I want the 1-to-1 scale.
That bus.
Hey man, I
want that bus.
Bro, this piece right here. And the thing is, it's like when I'm looking for it, I'm looking at the base, and Will, we talk about. All right, everybody knows I'm a 6-scale, figure poser. I love posing figures, but we can't deny that when a statue hits that beat. When it hits that beat, when it hits a pose that your damn self you cannot pull off with a 6-scale figure. I would never be able to do shit like this with a Wonder Woman 6-scale figure at all. Number one, not with the seamless pieces. You can't trust it. Not unless you got like a Feisen body and you choose to do that. Which for a Wonder Woman figure, I'll never replace it with a Feisen body, on that level, because I don't want to devalue the figure itself, in my opinion. I just don't like doing that.
Yeah.
But again, I would never be able to pull something like this off with a 1/6 scale. And this hit that beat, the diorama base number one, and then the statue, and then they have those swap out pieces. Well, bro, we talked about this like over a year ago, and
it's been a while.
Yeah, I can't. Well, same question to you, bro. Like,
man,
when you're looking at a statue, like, what is it that you're looking for? Like, what captures your eye about that piece, bro?
Dude, it's funny you asked that question, because that's a really good question. Payne made a lot of really good like technical points, like the different axes and the pose and this and that. For me, I think the most simple way to describe it would be presence. I think that's the thing that statues offer that sometimes Hot Toys can't, just because they are bigger and they're grander a lot of times, especially Prime 1 pieces or Queen. Mostly Prime 1, when you have these extravagant bases, a lot of times they really set the mood, they set the tone, they set the scene for the piece. So for me, that's mostly what I'm looking for. The other big thing for me, this goes with any collectible that you buy, I feel like you have to have a connection to the character. That's just my opinion. Everyone's different about it. Sometimes you could just get a piece because it looks really cool, and everyone collects differently. It's just not how I do it. I like it just because I want to get something that I have a really good connection to. For me, with statues, what determines a great one, I think likeness is obviously a big part of it. You know, that's going to be really, especially nowadays when you're seeing J&D and Infinity Studios and these other statue companies make these silicone, Queen Studios making these silicone portraits or even non-silicone portraits that with the likenesses that are crazy, like the Joker Artist Edition that they just made in quarter scale, right? That's one that looks really, really good. So that's like raising the bar. That's another thing, likeness. So if it's a helmeted character, I do kind of like, if the character is armored, I do kind of like a pose that has some dynamism to it, that is dynamic. I do like that just because it really, I don't know, it feels like action. Like they're watching a scene, right? So like I've asked a lot of people this, even when they know nothing about it, people tend to be attracted to my Kratos and Baldur statues because you put them together, they're a diorama, they look like they're fighting in the middle of an action scene. So that's something that people are always drawn to. So, and I will say, as great as some of these hot toys are, they're incredible. People, like Kiko had said, they do tend to flock to the statues in your collection. That's been my experience too. So for me, I would say presence, likeness, whether it's dynamic or not, whatever the pose is, it's got to suit the character. And it's got to be something you're going to be happy with long term because they have some swap outs here and there, but you can't really change the pose. It's not a figure. So, you know, for me, I think it's just a matter of the total pass. Especially nowadays, everything's going up in price. Statues, I mean, like Prime One just announced the Attack on Titan statue. It's almost $3,000. So, you know,
I'm buying that shit.
Dude, I love Attack on Titan as much as anyone else. I get it's got 3 characters, but $3K, whew, that was a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. So
there's a lot going on in that statue, though. Man.
It is. Yeah, it is a lot going on. But that's the kind of stuff that we have to be aware of nowadays because some of these statues can just smack you in the face or smack your bank account in the face, right? So to me, I think price is another factor too. I mean, if you're getting a good value. But yeah, I think a pose that suits the character that you're always going to be happy with looking in your display. Because if it doesn't feel like it's true to the character, then you're eventually not going to be happy with it. And you're going to want to pose it, and you can't. So, you know, I think that's super important. The pose is pivotal. You know, like even the thing as simple as the Queen Studios Batman, where he's standing on like the Batmobile engine or something. Like that was one, for example, where it just doesn't work, right? So those are the things that really matter: base, likeness, pose, value. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff like that. And you got to love the character, in my opinion. Like the Jin Sakai that I have shipped that's coming soon. Cannot wait for that. Been waiting for that forever. The game Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. Those are the pieces that I want. The ones that I have like a strong emotional pull to.
That's a beautiful piece, man. That's a beautiful piece.
Dude, thanks, Payne. Dude, I cannot wait to get it, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. This right here is a beautiful piece, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. See, Leo, you're gonna be a statue man soon.
You're gonna love this, man. Go watch the Prime One video. They have it on their page or YouTube or whatever. It shows the inside of the kickboards, and they have all these these prototypes displayed. They've got the Attack on Titan. They've got My Hero Academia. They've got Ghost in the Shell. They've got Punchline. And seeing it in person is like holy shit snacks,
bro. This piece. When we pulled it up on the Enabler show, bro, I was like, damn you, Payne. I was like, damn you, Payne. You already knew. I was like, damn you, Payne, because bro, he's a straightforward enabler. There's no hiding behind anything. He's like a straightforward enabler. Yeah, you're gonna get this. I know you are. Like that's just the way.
And this piece is like it's like your mama slapped your titty and told you to buy it. All right, I'm fucking telling you. Even I'm thinking of buying it, and I'm not even a comic person that much. But look at that face. That looks like Polly Perrette, even though it's not supposed to be Polly Perrette. But that is hot,
bro. This piece
and
right
purple latex. So yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's the Shazat, yo.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is. Mario. I mean, because you're a statue enabler, but you're both. You're a 6-scale collector and you're a statue enabler as well, bro. For you, what makes for what it is? What do you look for in a statue that kind of makes it important to you?
It's kind of, I don't want to say it's hard to pinpoint, but one of the things I know, I mean, Will alluded to presence with that. That guy has a huge effect on what I'm looking for. Payne, mentioned the different poses, But also, along with those things, I think it's just like the concept and the execution on the design, and what kind of story the piece is actually trying to tell here. Just the other day, I was introduced to something. Again, freaking Mike, bro. He showed me this, and I was like, I mean, if I can share my screen real quick, bro, let me show you what I'm talking about here.
Pull it up.
Oh, what damage
He already had it
do?
prepped.
I want to
He had
see.
it prepped. Ooh, yep.
This piece right here.
Yep.
I saw this, and I was
this banner
like,
down. Hold on. Let me take the banner down. Yep. That's the peak.
Yeah, man. This is
Luke
something
is
that's
swole.
extremely well. I mean, this is how it was in the concept. If you go look at the design, Will, this is how they executed it. You know, in the logo, and this is just, oh my god, something like this is like insanely unique. You're not going to see this anywhere else.
You're not.
This is unlicensed, by the way, so it's extremely limited. But yeah, man. I mean, this is something that
didn't Mafia say he was getting it? I think Mafia said somebody was going to get it as well. Yeah, I think he did.
No, I think it's cool. This is like old school, like before they were like family members, you know. It's pretty cool, but you know,
you're gonna get it, Mafia.
You get it? Mario, did you get it?
I didn't jump on it yet, man. So
okay.
I might jump on a wait list if it's available. So we'll see what happens. But yeah,
nice, yeah.
Look at Leia, man. Look at how they sculpted the line of action in Leia and that portrait. Like, dude, you got to get it.
Yeah,
that is freaking badass. Yeah. Look at that.
No, this is absolutely piece. It's a banger piece, man. I mean,
yeah, man.
Again, you see what this particular piece has ties to, right? And something like this is hell of nostalgic for me. I mean, it's not just that. Like I said, some of the other pieces in my collection that I've got, they really exhibit a lot of presence on the shelf. I mean, right behind me, I've got the Daenerys quarter scale Prime 1 Game of Thrones that I still need to freaking unbox.
Oh my god!
Put that damn thing. I still haven't put it together yet, man. But yeah, Will mentioned too about some of the connection to the characters.
Yeah,
and y'all are gonna grill me for this because I've got the Revan and Malik 2-pack coming in from XM. Those are characters I do not have any connection with, but the fact that it's tied into Star Wars, bro, right?
No.
The execution on those particular pieces,
Knights
man.
Of the Old Republic.
I can't do that.
Forfeit those statues
RPG type
to me.
of shit, dude. Nah, man.
All right.
Nah, dude. Nah, man. But I mean, I was talking to Will too, like about my first 1/3 that I picked up, my only 1/3 in the collection, the Prime 1 Hush Batman.
Yeah,
I thought because to me personally, Jim Lee drawing Batman, first of all, my favorite artist, my favorite comic character, and that particular piece. I mean, when you see something, it literally calls to you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, just like you mentioned before with something else, when you look at something, you're not on the fence about it. You're like, I've got to get this, you know, no matter what it takes.
Oh yeah.
No, there is a limit.
Legit calls for you, huh?
I'm gonna tell you.
There's a limit.
No, there's not.
Bullshit.
There you go, Mario.
Nah, dude,
I'm gonna tell you.
The sky's the limit, bro. All right.
No,
This
I'm gonna
right
share
here
this when Lael's ready.
has called for me, and it called for me, and as soon as I saw it,
this is gorgeous.
I fell in love with this piece.
That's beautiful.
The day I saw it at Star Wars Celebration, I was hooked, and I was like, "Yeah, this is where I'm at." Plain and simple.
There's about this, it's a good price, right?
Yeah.
It's like what, $650?
And it's quarter scale.
And it's quarter scale, bro. And I could not. You asked Toy, I could not take my eyes off of it. I stood there for almost an hour looking at the same piece. I could not take my eyes off this piece. And I was like,
how did it look at Celebration in person? Dope as fuck.
Oh my god, pain,
yeah,
bro.
Okay,
bro, the paint apps, everything on this piece. And here's the thing, understandably so, it is, and that was the prototype, so we know that was.
Yeah.
But it's like you can't divert too far away from that. I hope they don't, because it was perfection. It looks so good. I love this piece so much. This might literally take over as my favorite statue ever.
Wow. All right, man, I'm gonna get it then.
Literally, it might, bro.
Does pretty good with their statues, though.
I love this piece so much, bro. Look at that.
Yeah, if you say it's dope in person, then I'll get it. Yeah.
Bro, it's so dope. Mario, you saw it, right?
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I mean, it didn't have the same effect on me, but I mean, I was really, really shocked from what I saw. This one, the Boba Fett as well. I think they killed that one too. But
that Boba Fett
the one that just drew my eye, like the way that you were drooling over this, was the Mythos Vader, man. Vader, I couldn't keep my eyes off of that damn thing. If anything, it just like secured. You know, I was much more at ease with my pre-order. Seeing the thing in person, man, it has such a presence. I mean, it's 100% sculpted. There's no mixed media, and that cape, the way that it just billows out there, man. I mean, it's not just the cape, but just the overall story that it's telling too. It's just, it's an amazing piece, man. And another one too that I saw was the Vader premium format, which I ended up on the fence about a little bit. So when I received my delay, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that bad boy. And when I saw it in person at Celebration, it just
confirmed
it for me.
For what we got and what we saw, that's a good ass price, and it is a monster of a piece.
Yeah.
It is. This one right here.
Did the collector's edition come back in stock, or was that like a weird thing?
It was weird, yeah.
Let me see.
No, you got to get the EX, man. Don't waste your time.
No, you would, but I noticed that it went to
low stock. It just says
low stock remaining.
But Mario,
I'm curious that they're doing that just because they haven't even
I know, that's why I was tripping.
Yet.
I was like,
well, that's a bit of a trip.
Because ain't nobody buying that collectors, that's why.
Yeah. Mario, like you were saying, that what gets me with this right here, the story it tells is a piece just has to have tell a good story.
Yeah.
And I mean, when you see this, I think with all the hot toys, whatever, you know, quote unquote grails, whatever you have, if you have this, somebody that comes in your house, this is a hell of a conversation piece. This is like, whoa, come on.
And that actually looks like Hayden Christensen, bro.
It does.
It does, yeah.
It's a good sculpt.
Wow.
It's had me even second guessing layout, but I'm getting the quarter scale premium format one.
Yeah.
No.
Is that one not good, Mario?
I wasn't a fan of it. To me, I think from the neck down, it was decent. It's just, to me, the helmet design or the design of the mask and the helmet, they just can't get it right.
Yeah, because we were talking about that at Celebration. It looked off.
Did it? Yeah, Carlos told me that too, actually. Yeah,
it did. It looked off. That's why I was like, cancel. Yeah, cancel.
Did you cancel it, Leo?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I definitely.
I'm gonna trust you guys. Maybe I can wait for a review or something first. Yeah, because the statue looks so good in the promos. So,
bro, this piece, and the thing is, it's like, because Mario, I remember when this first dropped, the thing that you were talking about was the diorama. You weren't really a fan of the diorama in the flame. Has that changed since you saw it in person?
A little bit. I mean, my eyes aren't as drawn to the diorama altogether. I feel like they still could have executed a little bit better. I mean, if they would have thought about something different again, with just, why do we got to be on Mustafar again on top of the X-Wing engine? That's fine, but all of that, I mean, just actually observing the piece in person has just completely changed my mind about all that. I can actually overlook something like that. And I still got some complaints in person. People were talking about the toes. I'm like, I didn't notice that, man, just because it's the overall presence that this piece exhibits.
The presence of it,
exactly. Man.
So when you guys saw it in person,
swap outs.
Which portrait did you see in person when you were there?
They didn't have a portrait. It was helmeted.
It was just a helmeted? Oh, okay.
What you see right here.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But they had the flaming saber as well, which was kind of odd, but thank God that's a swap out. So.
It is a swap out, and you can actually have just the regular version. This piece, oh my God.
That cape is beautiful.
So it again, you know, I was happy that I selected this one over the other one because this one and the Ahsoka, like literally, I was saying to myself, I was like, I don't want to tell Will because he's going to talk shit and be like, yo, see, I'm telling you, you're becoming, but I was like, I don't give a shit because I love this piece.
No, I love it too, bro. I wish it were quarter scale instead of fifth. That's my only hesitation, but.
Yo, Mafia, you wanted me to pull something up real quick, bro?
Oh, man, I was so pissed. Yeah, look at that price, Mario. There's too much.
The Final Fantasy statue. Yeah.
Nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying that.
That's the limit right there.
I don't know why it's so crazy.
I seen this shit last year, and I was like, waiting for price. And then they dropped it during that Prime 1 show, and I was like, what? Are you?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I think it's like super, super limited or something. That's what they're going with.
There's 600.
That's gotta be guys. That can't be USD.
That
It
is
is.
correct.
That's completely unobtainable.
Yeah, but it's not
Not for Mike.
it's not for most people. I mean, this is a Square Enix license. That's why it's so expensive. Now, I'm not defending in any way. Do I think it is absolutely not worth the money? 100%. It is not worth the money. Nobody should ever in their insane or right mind buy this thing. But
no.
Wait, hang on. And I'm not even going to say but. Nobody should buy this, okay? The price is because of Square Enix's license, and this is really not meant for, I don't think, anyone in the US market. Because it's Final Fantasy 6. Most people know Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9.
6 is the best Final Fantasy. So
Payne,
for you?
I'm actually
Okay.
nervous. I'm actually nervous though,
dude.
because I really want them to make Final Fantasy 7 figure like statues, Sephiroth and Cloud. But if it's going to be $13,000, then
dude, it's 6 scale too.
I don't think they'll do that again. There's
especially not with Sephiroth and Cloud. I think you could move volume for them. So but
even that, this is ridiculous. She's 6 scale, right? But so the Magitech armor is 6 scale, but it's not worth freaking $15,000. You need to drop like $3,000 non-refundable.
Yeah,
deposit,
2760 NRD.
That's somebody's whole yearly budget.
Like,
yeah.
But it pissed me off because when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, it's probably gonna be like $3,000, maybe $5,000.
Yeah, I thought it would be 5.
Right?
Yeah, I thought it would be 5.
I was like, they hit a different zero. I was like, they use commas different in Japan. Maybe the numbers.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, somebody smoking crack in Japan. Whoever paid the licensing fee.
Just insane.
This is a Honda. What is this? A Honda Civic?
Yeah, I know, right? Well, there's
up.
I think 600 pieces. 200 are reserved for Japan. The other 400 are for the rest of the world. And it's like, that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
the one
way too much
statue I was
money.
eyeballing for like a year.
Oh, sorry, man.
I know.
Price
man,
came
you
through,
figure.
you was like,
It
hell.
sucks when that happens, Anthony. Yep, it sucks.
You
Hey,
guys
how
know I
long
was
do you
talking
think this
about
will
this
sit?
shit. I was like, dude, oh my god, this. Everybody's like, what is this? I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter, dude. It's badass. It's like, it's Terra. It's Final Fantasy 6. It's holy shit. I can't wait. And then they drop it, and you're like,
Oh, shit.
well, wow, you really don't want me to collect statues, do you?
Oh, right.
Nah, man.
Never gonna happen.
Not for that price. Now here's the thing. I want to ask a question real quick. I want to know the influence on this piece. I'm gonna pull it up in a second here. If in fact there's going to be a second thought on this piece, and then I'm gonna move on to like the last figure that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But because we know that this was something that J&D, had in their wheelhouse, and because of recent events, especially I guess the rumor or that they say this is official now. I think this is official now that this person's been removed from the film. I don't know. But what do you think about this? Do you think that this is still
you're talking about Flash?
I thought so too. I was like, you made a Flash as a
No, I knew it. Yeah.
We're talking about this from J&D. Like this piece right here. Again,
I think it's gonna be worth some bank.
Bro, here's the thing, because I was one of those that was like, it aesthetically, I can see this in even 1/6 scale form, that it would look great. And I think that in arts is doing a mirror, unless that's changed. But do you think that, I guess, and this is already, well, it's too late. It's already sold out. But yeah, brother cousin.
The booty really does look nice.
Hey, I love the booty. Love it. Love it.
You've been quiet this whole time. You just woke him right up, Leo.
Wow.
He just needed that little push.
Sideshow has the tread watch. We got the booty watch when it comes.
Booty watch. Booty watch.
Yeah.
Brother Cousin's got the booty watch, and I got the booby watch. But let me drop some knowledge here. Yeah. I don't care if she's crazy. I don't care if she poops in the bed. She's still hot. Okay, still hot. I will still buy this.
Yo, did you get this? Payne?
No, I didn't actually.
Give it time, bro.
Give it time. But
no, I missed the PO.
Yeah.
But I almost wanted to get it just to flip it, because you can easily flip for a lot more.
But this thing went quick, and that's the thing with these J&D pieces, man. Like, literally high end, and it's like it's never going to be one of those situations where, again, I mean, that head sculpt looks great. That I'm not going to front.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
That's phenomenal. That looks great.
Yeah.
Well, were you even going to get this? Were you
Hell
even
no. Well, for one, it's funny because I saw InArt announce they're going to make a mirror 2 in 6 scale, and Optical asked me, he was like, "Have they been on the internet?" And I was like, "I guess not, bro." But it's funny with the mirror. I mean, this sold out really quickly because I think the PO dropped before like the trial was happening, right?
It did.
That's how I remember it. Yeah. So I think that's probably what was happening. So,
Yeah.
but I think people still would have pre-ordered this. Layout, the only hesitation, I really liked Aquaman. I loved it actually. I thought it was really good. So, but I never like with dropping this much money on a statue. You gotta like love the character. I feel like you gotta really love the character. And this piece is great. I do feel though, not having had a J&D in person, some of their final products differ from the protos. Like I just feel like I feel like they're slipping a little bit from what I've seen. Like I think like the Catwoman, for example, I don't think that looks very good personally. I don't think that's a $2,400 statue. The Wonder Woman looks fantastic. She looks fantastic. Arthur Fleck looks fantastic. But then like even the Joker Heath Ledger, like I feel like it's good. Like I like it, but the proto was a little bit better. And for what you're paying, it should be like damn near perfect, I feel. And it always looks like good, but not great to me at this point. So that's kind of how I feel about these J&Ds, and the prices are only going up and up and up. And the Christian Bale, I thought he looked like really old. I'm not sure why.
Right here, I am so.
But the Wonder Woman, I think the Wonder Woman and the Arthur Fleck are their two best. I feel the Harley Quinn came out like pretty good, but her mouth still looks off.
Is this the one you were talking about, brother cousin?
I want this one,
You want the
and I
one-
want the Queen Studio. No, I'm serious. The Queen Studios, the bust.
The bust?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really good.
Well, this
what
J&D
that's-
Wonder Woman's like really expensive now. She's
that thing's
like
like
3 times
Yeah.
retail or something.
It's
I saw
five.
this over there
This
in
one goes for-
WonderCon, and it's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, this might be their best. I mean, it's like really good.
If
This
I
one
could
goes for
afford
5,
it,
yeah.
I would have definitely have gotten it. But that's it was just way too much.
They do sell out
Hey, you got the
quickly,
Harley
though,
Quinn
but-
coming in, right?
I do.
Oh,
Really?
That's the one we were just looking at.
I
right?
really,
Yeah,
that's the
and I
next
don't
one I
care
really
what
want.
any of you all say because I still love it. So y'all can suck my dick.
Hey, Bane, I really like this one.
Hilarious.
I can't wait till you unbox it.
I love the booty shots on her, and they even put rhinestones and shit. And they did her nails, and they got the finger. I'm not sure about the hair. I'm gonna wait to see. I'm gonna wait to see when I get it in hand to really make a judgment for myself, because this thing under the softbox is gonna look very different from people who don't know dick about photography and don't put things under softboxes and use their fucking phone. So I'm gonna wait in hand, stick it under my softbox, see how I feel about it, and guess what? If I don't like it as much, I can flip it for more. So either way, fuck all you guys, I'm going home.
So wait a minute. So what was the pushback on this? Was it the sculpt that people were upset about?
I don't know.
I still
mean,
don't
I'm
think
sure
it looks like Margot Robbie.
it's the
though.
mouth,
It looks good.
I think. Yeah,
But yeah, I don't think it looks exactly like
I
Margot
don't-
Robbie, but it is phenomenal.
It's
I
close.
still
The
like
likeness just isn't quite there compared to like, say, the other ones we just looked at.
it. Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean?
agree.
I agree.
That's I think the only people are like, oh, it's not 100. You know, if you look at Mira, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But
It's
I
really
still
good.
think this is damn close though.
Yeah.
Something's a little different. I don't know what
I don't
it
even
is.
see what you guys are talking about,
I
man.
think the Hot Toys. I think that the Hot Toys one is closer though.
Yeah.
I mean,
The Hot
minus
Toys
the
is
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't
this
tell
is
with
the
that one because her
proto,
mouth
too.
was open, and this was the proto for this one. But
Uh-huh.
still, but
It's a
this
trickery.
is-
If you blur your eyes,
yeah.
it looks
Blur
better.
your eyes.
No, I'm serious. I'm
Oh.
serious. If you squint a little bit, you can really see her. But
Oh my
that
God.
clarity, it seems a little. Something's just a little. I don't know.
Will, was this the one you were talking about?
Yeah, it's funny. The proto looked good, but then when you look at the final, yeah, she looks off.
Looks
like
old.
her skin looks like saggy. Like it looks
Yeah,
like it,
yeah. Look at that.
yeah, it looks like the proto was pretty good. I felt, but still, like something with the silicone with this portrait just wasn't working. I'm not sure what was going on, but I just feel like with the price you're paying for these, like they should be like that's J&D's whole thing, hyper real, right? And they're getting very close with a lot of these, and they're definitely pushing the boundaries of what statues and collectibles can be.
I was trying to get a brother cousin.
Booty watch.
It's just
Booty watch.
Booty watch. But yeah, it's a really good piece. But it's for the price you're paying, it should be like perfection.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
I think you didn't get Anne Hathaway and Catwoman here. I think you got Anne Hathaway from Les Miserables. And I think if you I'm serious. And I think if you from the look of it, I think you got Anne Hathaway from Les Miserables instead of Catwoman. But like I had this and I flipped it because I also have the Queen Studios 1/3 Catwoman on that pot, and that one is more spot on. Yeah. So I decided I didn't need both. So I sold this one, and then I'm gonna keep Harley because the only other representation in statue form for Margot Robbie in the market is the Prime one, and that one is horrible. And really, no one else has been able to pull it off. Queen Studios is doing one, and they may just knock it out of the park. But as of right now, if you are a statue collector and you want a 1/3 Margot Robbie in that outfit, that specific Suicide Squad outfit, you really have no other choice. So you got two choices. You can have a statue that's 90% there, and yes, I am not disagreeing. There are definitely things that look off about it. 100%. I guarantee. I agree with you. There are things that don't look right. Or you can have no statue.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. I'm fine. I like it.
Got you. We got a super chat here, real quick. We got a super chat by Phoenix for $4.99. He said, "I've been collecting Hot Toys for around 2 years and just ordered my first statue, Alloy from Prime One. Also pre-ordered the Attack of the Titan one." Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Alloy is a beautiful piece, man. I almost bought that thing so many times. Really so beautiful. Yeah.
Then we got a super chat here by Superhero Displays. "You enabling motherfuckers don't have space. Stop." Hey, I'm not the enabler. You got the 3 enablers on here right now. Will's like the quiet one. He tries to play quiet until he gets off. He gets off the panel and he'll inbox you. You know what I mean? Pain is just straightforward. Yeah, motherfucker, you gonna get that.
Right.
Like straight up. You already know you're gonna get it. All right. So here's the thing though. I want to kind of will this one back in here because I got to give my cousin Cam something. I gotta this one's dedicated to my cousin Cam because cousin Cam been kind of quiet the entire time. So I
was letting y'all have y'all's time and shine.
I gotta bring this back for my cousin Cam. Cousin Cam, finally cousin Cam. Look, bro. Look at this, bro. Look what we are finally getting. Notification is going out that Miles from Into the Spider-Verse will finally be released. This is something that we're getting. The only thing is, this is why I ordered. Let me actually. Here's the reason. Let me bring this back up. So I'm just gonna keep it on here real quick, right? So this is why. Again, I gotta stress this real quick. This is why I ordered these. I had to order because I don't want those those he has on his feet right now. So I actually went out and purchased and got. Now here's the thing. I am going to die from despair if these things do not fit this figure. And I got a strange feeling in my heart that it may not. I do. God.
It looks tricky.
It looks tricky. It definitely looks tricky. But Cam, are you excited about this piece, bro? Is this
I was excited, man, when it first like got announced and when it came out. But it's like I feel like I waited so long now that like I really don't want it anymore.
That's what happened to me. I canceled it.
Yeah,
too little, too late.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same scenario that we had with the Loki. You know, I had it pre-order, but I canceled it. It might be an opportunity later on when it finally drops that I might go back after it. But it was like, you know, there's other things that I can nab now that I actually still want in my collection and that I don't have to wait as long for. So yeah. I'm still on the fence about it though, but as of right now, it's like, nah.
Did you get Gwen
for now? No, I don't have Gwen. So it wasn't like I really was missing out, you know, on a companion piece for it, you know. So just not having it in my collection is kind of like, all right, well, I just don't have it type thing.
Yeah.
But I hope those shoes fit well. Please.
If they don't, bro, you're gonna hear me. Brother cousins, bro. Are you getting this piece, bro?
Absolutely, I gotta hold it down for my boy Miles. Got to. man. I've been waiting for, but I feel Cam. I feel you on that because even when it was, I was hearing the rumblings of it being released this morning. I was like, I want it, but I was really waiting for Bo-Katan to drop this week. To be honest with you, so I was like, but I do want it. But it's like it's the here's the thing. We've been waiting for this piece for a long time. Gwen came out 8 months ago, like back in September, I believe, damn near a year ago. So it's been a while, but I do think. And I think I said this earlier this week. Now that this is out, if you're looking to get this and you don't have Gwen, something is telling me get Gwen because I get a feeling that's going to have a blue line on it very soon.
Yeah.
So definitely. But no, I'm definitely getting this. Yeah, man. I'll probably be picking this up tomorrow morning. I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Gotta add it to the collection.
And that's just the way it is because I have Gwen and I just wanted to complete that. I mean, being a completionist for that figure, I had to do it. But again, it was just one of those situations where is it too little, too late? Mafia, I know you moved on from this a long time ago.
Yeah, sorry. It's true though. You're just like so certain about it. You're like, yeah. No, I mean, yeah. You know what though? For 267. This might be one of the last great Hot Toys at that price that we're going to be seeing.
Very true.
With all the accessories as well.
Yeah, it comes with quite a bit there.
Yeah.
Really does. But I do feel like, and don't get me wrong, I love the movie.
Yeah.
But, times have also kind of shifted, in my world as well, where I've gotten rid of a lot of Marvel-ish stuff. I mean, it's hard because, I'll get the comic ones, and granted, this could be a comic interpretation, as the way that it was drawn, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know. What happened was I got Miles from the PS5, and I feel like, okay, well, I have a Miles, so now I'm like, and then with Jay or something, if it's like, oh, Bo-Katan hits this week, then I'm like, well, wait a minute,
no,
right?
She could still definitely hit this week. She still could.
She could. There's just you got to prioritize. At least I do. Yeah. So it's like, oh, well, if it's Star Wars that's hitting me, then Star Wars is taking my money. And then unfortunately, some things we can just, if you guys pick it up, I can check out your videos or photos and be like, admire it. Yeah. I don't have to own it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I had already paid this figure off. That's the only thing. I mean, I could have just went back and canceled it, but just when I was thinking about canceling it, that's when I got that notification that said, it'd be in the warehouse. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, here we go. So is this one the DX19 that I got influenced by Will on? I hated that, but yeah, it's still coming because it's going to be dope. But yes, it is. It's one of those situations where is it too little too late because it's been what? This movie came out in 2000 what 18 19
18
December 2018.
That's how many years ago?
Like 3.5 years.
Bro. I'm feeling the same way right now with cable.
I'm
like I need a cable so bad, and then I'm like, well,
I don't feel that way about cable.
You wouldn't think I would too, having them on my skin, but it's like, yo, I'm getting a little kind of like, dude, this has been a while, guys. Like, you start to lose interest. You just do.
Yeah,
I do kind of feel like, we're kind of, and I know I hate to say this because I love this movie. I think this is one of the top Spider-Man movies, period. But I do think we're beyond this right now. And I know the sequel's coming out. We're going to be, when the sequels come out, it's going to be, oh my God, it's going to be, the hype is going to be back. But right now, we're heavily into Star. It's so much stuff has happened. A pandemic, a whole bunch of stuff has happened since this time. We're kind of past this. This was even a little before, this is before Endgame. So
this figure almost caught up to the sequel. Like it almost it was 12 months out from when the sequel was supposed to drop. So it's like I don't know.
When is the sequel supposed to drop?
June 2nd, 2023.
Then they move it. Then they moved it to June. That's right. Because it was supposed to drop in, was it December or October?
Or
I thought it was this year.
Then they had too many lined up towards the end of the year with Wakanda Forever and all the TV shows.
It's gonna be awesome, dude. The sequel. The first one's amazing.
The sequel is definitely going to be. And I wonder. And here's the thing, it's like the sequel is going to be awesome because we know they're doing 2 back to back. But my thing is, if they even think about dropping anything from that film, can we trust it? You feel me?
Yeah.
Is it going to be another 3 years before we see it?
Right.
You feel me? Because there is no way in hell that this figure should have took 3 years, bro. It should not. Like, there's no way in hell that this figure should have took as long as. I mean, bro, it's not based on anyone's likeness, and that's the only thing that I'm like, why did it take so long for this figure to drop, or was this little confidence in this piece? Like, that's my home. I just
it could be production queue though too, man. Like sometimes, like if they're running stuff at the factory, the factory could be like, yo, these are ready. You know what I mean? These are ready. So then they're like, oh, okay. And then they kind of go with it. And then sometimes that's why there's delays. Sometimes, not always, but you know what I mean? If the factory's ready to pump it out, because I don't know how Hot Toys works, but I would assume they're in a queue of some kind, you know, for mass production. Once the artists make the prototypes, the factories do everything else. So if they're like, hey, this is ready now, and we're like, oh, shit, okay, so now we're putting out PS5 Miles because they're ready to roll. And you can't be like, don't do it, because that costs money. You know, you know what I'm saying, to like halt some kind of production. So that could be it too.
Yeah.
Could be. But I don't know.
I mean, this is again, you know, for most collectors who have been waiting for this piece for the longest time, now it just begs the question. So is this one of those things, like, for real, like, and I guess I'm going to ask this to everybody, is like, what to you personally, whether it's a statue or a figure, as of right now, what is too little too late for you? Like, what piece right now that you've wanted for the longest time is just too little too late for you right now because it's been delayed so many times? If you had to think about it.
It depends on the franchise. As I mentioned earlier, and Cam reiterated on, you know, with Star Wars, it doesn't matter to me, right? 10 years can go by, and then they're like, hey, here's a black chrysanthemum. I'll be like, dude, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Star Wars kind of has that lasting presence. A lot of, oftentimes with collectors, there's a hype train, and we all fall victim to it sometimes. You know,
to answer that question, I think damn near, and I'm probably gonna break Will's heart on this. Damn near Loki. Loki. And the fact of it is, I have a Loki from the first movie, and then they did that whole thing with Sideshow saying like, "Oh, it's coming," and then they just didn't. And it's like, damn, come on. But then the flip side of that is, I'm a completionist, and I got everything from Endgame, so I'm like, damn, I kind of need it, but I'm not looking for it either. And
that's the only reason why I got that Loki, or I wanted that Loki, is because I wanted to pose him up with and that's one of the reasons why I got that 2012 cap. It's because I wanted to recreate that scene from the 2012 film when they actually fought. You know what I mean? So that was my reasoning for buying it. And I was excited when we got the notification that it was going to soon be released. But that's probably one of the ones. Mafia, you're right. When it's Star Wars, I don't care if it takes 1 or 2 years. I'm going to get that piece regardless.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know we just got with something a little more recent with the original trilogy, we got Lando, right? So they started making Star Wars in, I think, 2015. I think was when Hot Toys started actually putting them out, and Lando came out in, I think, 2021. Right, he was announced in 2020, but you see what I'm saying? Like, it took him 5 years. Lando's just something current on the top of my head that I'm thinking of OT, rather than say Bespin Luke. Right, it is technically, you know, kind of a 2.0 at DX07. Even then, you know, it's like that's not going to detract me and be like, oh shit, yeah, I want that. Like any, you know what I mean? They could wait. They could wait. They could, like next year's 40th Return of the Jedi, if they give us like a, you know, like an Endor style Han Solo in a trench coat or something. Dude, I'm all over that shit. Be like, that's a difference, you know, but I guess it would matter like if they announce it though, right? Because let's say they announce it and then you're like, damn, I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. But I think with Star Wars, it doesn't matter. I'm like, cool, it's announced, it's coming. I'll get it when it arrives. You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty, you know, one day later, you're looking over here now. You're like, oh, Bo-Katan. oh, Coscariz is out. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes along with the ebbs and flows of collecting.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's like, when is it too little, too late? But again, I mean, it is, like you said, it depends on the IP. I know for me, with the MCU, when it comes to Endgame, I'm just kind of like, I'm MCU'd. That, put it this way, Endgame has me MCU'd out. Yeah. But once we get past that, but I said, okay, here's the thing. Here's where it became a big contradiction for me. And I'm going to admit this to everybody out there. This really became a contradiction for me. I was out at the game. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with it. And then I look at some points. And I looked at that Taskmaster.
That Taskmaster, dog.
Baby.
That Taskmaster. Here, and you know what? This is what we do. And I know I'm guilty of it. And I can't be the only one, damn it. That whenever a figure, okay, so.
Yes, you are.
I'm probably the only one. Whenever a figure drops, I have a tendency, especially when I know it's coming and it's shipping soon, I'll go back, sit on my couch, and I'll turn the movie on just to watch it.
Yeah, I do that. Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Just to get ideas. You know what I mean? Like, just to get out, whether it's a statue or whatever. Because damn it, Payne, when I saw that Ahsoka, Mario, when I saw that Ahsoka, bro, you know what I did? Jumped on my phone, got on Disney Plus.
Oh my god!
Well, sometimes you have to, because listen, when they drop the Batman, right, the Pattinson Batman, and it looks like a phenomenal figure, comes with a bunch of stuff, and then then they show an update for it, and you're like, wow, okay, it was already pretty good as it was. Now you're doing an update, but the movie's new, right? It's a new property as far as the Batman line's concerned. So what happens in 2 years from now? Or 3 years from now, it gets delayed, then do you, as someone who just saw this movie for the first time, that was excited when you first saw the figure, do you still have the same feelings 3 years from now?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not for every property. So that's where I see a lot of issues with folks that are like, they'll get something, they'll get on it, and then they're like, nah, actually, okay, it was cool a few years ago, but really, do I need the figure? I see that happen a lot.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right. So again, hey guys, thanks. It's been an amazing discussion tonight, man. Payne, my man, bro. Thank you for coming through, brother. Like,
hell yeah.
I was like, yo, I hit up Payne. Payne was like, all right, let me check. Payne was like, let me check my schedule, man. Let me see. He said, what budget do you have? What's the budget?
I thought I had to work, but my work schedule got flipped.
Payne was like, what's the budget? Let me see if I can fit you in the
budget. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm humble.
Hell yeah, bro. I was like, I got to get Payne on here, man. I just got to get Payne one time. The energy, bro. You standing up the entire time. I'm like, let me get my old ass up. Next, you know what? Next show, I'm going to stand my old ass up the entire time, but turn the camera off when I need to sit down for a second. You already know. But thank you for being here, man. Everybody out there, you go. Guys, thank you. It's been a great show tonight. Mafia, we start with you tonight, man. What you got coming up on your channel, brother?
Well, first of all, always thank you for inviting. What is going on? I don't know. News, reviews, updates, live streams, all that good stuff. We're close to 2K, so that's dope. If you guys want to check it out.
2K a day makes the pain go away. Come on, man.
It should, right? That's what I've been told. So, because the damn Aleve's not working, right? So come subscribe if you haven't already, man. We're getting there. It's pretty cool. And morning musings and ramblings, solo and whatnots. And
dope content.
Yeah, good times, man.
Definitely good times, good content. So if you haven't already, let's get Anthony to 2K, man. He's almost there, man. Just get into 2K. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Come on, Anthony.
You'll
2K.
Get college credit.
You'll get college credit. Definitely will. My brother, my guy, Mario. I know tomorrow we're going to have a hell of a discussion.
That's definitely, man. I mean,
I wanted to talk tonight.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hell no.
I didn't even do it on my channel either, bro. I didn't even do it this morning. I was like talking to Iron Man, and everybody's like, Mario even. All these guys are Star Wars. I'm like, shut up.
Because bro, if we'd have mentioned Obi-Wan, I'd have looked at brother cousin. I'd have felt the booty clench, and he'd have been like,
Yeah,
"Don't do that shit. Don't you?" Brother cousin would have got a twitch. He'd have
clenching up.
But now, go ahead, Mario, man.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Tomorrow night we have Uncivilized Scoundrels, so that's like you alluded to. That's gonna be definitely a fun discussion. So y'all tune in tomorrow night, 6:15 p.m. on the Pacific time, 9:15 on Eastern time, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, fun discussion. It's gonna be really, really interesting. I mean, sneak peek. I was kind of like about it, to be honest, but I mean, I gotta watch it again. So let's we'll talk about all that tomorrow. But
yeah, we'll definitely have a discussion.
Again, it's great to see everybody tonight. I mean, thanks again for having me on, and yeah, looking forward to tomorrow's discussion, bro.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be on, man. It's definitely going to be on and interesting. So if you haven't already, head on over tomorrow night over El Profesoro's channel. We will have Civilized Scoundrel there, and subscribe. Make sure that you do. Get this man to 2K. That's what we pushing everybody to 2K. So thank you for being here, man. That's what we pushing. Come on, we ain't talking about. We talk about get this man to 2K. That's where we at, bro. That's where we at. My man, brother, cousin, man. What you got going on, bro?
Brother, thank you so much for having me tonight. Always good. Always good. Always a pleasure being here, brother. Love it. Yeah, so we got Best of the Best tomorrow. Yes, starting at 7:30. Y'all, yep. That's going to be great. Leo, you going to be there? Definitely.
I'm gonna definitely try. I think I should be there. I think I should be there.
Definitely. So we got a hot panel tomorrow. We're going to talk about some good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going to be a great show. Great show tomorrow. And then we got I gotta bring it up because if I don't, he's gonna kill me. I'm with Local Lou on Saturday. We got Half Shell Saturdays. That's gonna be a great show as well. And then we got Good Morning Grails next week. This week we just we opened Stormtrooper Han Solo. Next week we'll do Han Solo. We'll do Stormtrooper Luke. Following up with that trend, and that's it, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Han still holds up.
He really does. Great figure.
Hell yeah. So if you haven't already, follow my brother cousins toy reviews and on IG and YouTube. Great content over there, especially like Grails. Grails is incredible. Come on, amazing content over if you haven't already, man. Just you want to catch it. Make sure you do. Next up, hey Cam. What you got going on, Cam? What you got going on your channel, man?
Well, this week we got a few things going on. Thank you as always for having me on your channel. Yeah, man, thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate you having me on. It's always great.
Is that how you sound when you wake up, bro?
Well, yeah.
That's your wake up voice.
When I answer the phone and my kids are asleep, I'm like, yeah, what are you? Hello?
It's like some Tone Loc.
Yeah,
I don't know who this
We're throwing
is.
it back.
Straight up. Almost that, right?
Yeah, man. So I'm at about 150 subscribers right now. I'm on the mission to 200 now. Super excited. I just dropped a new video a couple days ago. Top 5 most anticipated Marvel figures of 2022. So if you guys haven't seen that, just go ahead and check it out. And then I'll also be on a 1/6 scale figure focuses channel on Friday at 6 p.m. For his bounty hunting first episode, and then I'll be back on Collectors International
on Sunday.
Yep, on Sunday.
Collectors Lounge. You already know what time it is on Sunday, man. Get this man a 2K. Yeah, ain't talking 200. Get this man. Everybody, post the 2K, man. Come on, man. We get the 2K. Get him the K. 1K first, the 2K. Let's go. We
get
push
the
2Ks. That's
Foot
what we
picks
at.
are coming. Okay.
Yeah,
yeah. Dropping the feet pick.
No, hell no, don't do that.
Might lose 1K.
And gain another 2, so it's all good. You're net gaining.
Will foxification. What's going on, man? You know what, Will? The one thing I don't hear you talk about much anymore.
What's up?
It's Olive Garden, bro. I haven't heard you talk about Olive Garden.
Yeah, because the sponsorship deal, it's ongoing. So my legal team told me not to talk about it. So that's why. Nah, do you know I fucking love Olive Garden, bro? You know this. Wait. Oh, interesting. So yeah, dude, you know I love Olive Garden, man. Absolutely. Yeah. I love the unlimited breadsticks, bro. Come on now, But appreciate Leo. Thanks for having me as always, man. I appreciate being here. Always enjoy interacting with this amazing panel, especially Payne. First time interacting with Payne. amazing, dude. Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
And so Leo, you know I have Lights Camera Collect.
Hey, Will,
What's up?
Will. Send nudes.
I'll send them.
Send me nudes.
Okay, cool. I'll send them at the end of the stream.
So it was so direct,
bro. You don't need that. You don't need to bribe them.
It was so direct. There was no please in there.
I know.
It was like,
please
nudes now.
He'll send them without you even asking, bro. Believe me.
What was I gonna say?
Yo, careful, Payne. I'm trying to get him to stop.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Come on, bro.
Start sending you videos.
But Lights Camera Collect will be Friday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Optical 20 is going to be on there with me.
Gotcha.
So, dude, that's fun. I didn't think Optical would ever be able to make a show because he's working, got 3 kids and all that shit. But that'll be 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And then Collectors Mingle will be Sunday 8 p.m. Eastern. So, Leo, you're always on that, bro. I don't know who's going to be on the panel because I never figured it out until like the day of. So, all you guys probably getting messages all the time. But got to get Anthony on there, though, because he's too busy doing other shit.
Yo, last week, bro, I swear to God, man, I was like, who did I even? I maybe I told Mario or I told Jay, I was like, yeah, I got to be on Will's Sunday. Like, I already just a thought. And then I was like, wait a minute, my name's not on the
it's
thumbnail. And then I was like, wait. And I was like, I didn't realize I didn't get back to you. But it was okay, though. It was okay.
Bro. You're good, man. I'm just messing with you. I'd love to have you on, so hopefully we can get you on soon. But
we'll be again.
And Cam did Lights Camera Collect with me last Friday.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that was really fun. So
I dipped in and said a couple things. Yeah, I was trying to get him to push on some Star Wars figures.
I know, bro. It's time.
I didn't have.
But
Mario got to help me out. Like every time Cam when Cam jumps on the live stream, we just gonna bombard it with some Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Absolutely. And I'll make sure to send Payne the nudes at the end of the night. So he requested them very directly, so I appreciate that. I have a lot of respect for that. The feet,
straight up, man.
Thanks so much, Leo. I appreciate it, bro.
It's always, man. Wolf Foxification on YouTube and IG. Explosion, always some stuff over there, man. That's just it's the time it is. And if you want some gift certificates to Olive Garden, subscribe today, and he'll make sure you get that and some free breadsticks. So there you go.
It's true.
Payne, my man, Payne, bro. What do you got going on in your world, Payne? Come on, tell him, bro.
So I have a show this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, and our special guest this week is John from Queen Studios.
Nice.
That's kind of a big.
Hey, let's the channel. What is the channel again?
My channel?
Yes.
Payne Collectibles. I should be more knowing about my own crap, but I really don't give a crap. So, Payne Collectibles. I have statue reviews, and I have a show on Fridays bi-weekly. Really, because I need to make the numbers because YouTube doesn't give you your monetization until you hit your numbers, and it's really hard. So I thought, let's just do a show and see what happens. So far, I'm lucky. I think people sort of enjoy it. But yeah, this Friday we got a pretty big guest. I'm pretty excited because it's John from Queen Studios. I mean, it's kind of cool. I want to know like how a dude from wherever he is in the UK ended up working in Shenzhen, China. Like, you just wake up one day and go, I'm just going to apply for a job here and become their PR director. Like, how does that happen? So, and I know a lot of people in the chat and the comments will be like, hey, do we have an update on this figure or update on this piece or whatever? But I just want to talk to the guy. I want to just interview the guy. So that's what I got going on. But yeah, my channel is pretty like, I don't know. It's not a very big. It's very laid back. I'm like, whatever.
Well, it's gonna be big now. So
sub
everybody,
don't sub if you want.
So make sure you get over there and sub and come on, man. Payne, come on, man. Payne stood up the entire time. So come on, man. Get over there and subscribe to Payne's channel, man. Very entertaining. My guy, Payne, my bro, Payne. Thank you for being here tonight, everybody. And if you haven't already,
just
subscribe to the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel if you haven't already. I mean, great content over here. We are pushing. So again, make sure that you do actually get over here when you can, because it's always a bonus. Great content tomorrow. Actually, we'll be on Mario's channel for Uncivilized Scoundrels, back here on Friday for another episode of, you already know what it is, Figure Flex Friday. Back here on Sunday for Collectors Lounge International, and then everything else next week. So again, if you haven't already become a member, subscribe. You know what it is. Great content. And subscribe to everybody on his channel.
Hit the like button on
and
your
hit
way
that
out,
like
too.
button on your way out. Make sure you do so. And also on your way out, I want you to head over there to Cam's IG and just flood it with Star Wars content. Just flood it with Star Wars content, like straight up. Cam's collection. You actually go over there and just flood it with Star Wars stuff. Say, Cam, are you getting this figure from Star Wars?
Did you see my inbox? It's like that, dude. People
exactly.
literally
Make sure
asking me every day too. Like,
yeah,
exactly. Do that. But again, thank you guys out there. Thank you for basically being a part of this. We love you. As always, it's been a special night. Great content, great conversations. And again, we can't do it without you guys. So again, until next week, peace and love. Stay safe. As always, man, we out. And no feet pics from Will.